Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are here for the season 1 finale of our Formula 1 24 driver career mode. If you guys aren't caught up on what has happened thus far in the season, be sure to go back and you can watch the whole playlist, or you can just watch the most recent race just so you are up to date. But for those of you who haven't watched and don't want to go back and watch it, unfortunately, we are sitting 1 point behind Sergio Perez, and then I believe 7 points or 8 points behind Oscar Piastri for P7 in the Drivers' Championship. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle. Obviously, we're sitting in a Haas, right? So we're right in the middle of the charts in terms of development. Red Bull's got the fastest car, with Sergio Perez being in that one, and then McLaren is just a few spots ahead of us. You know, in a McLaren, of course. So, yeah, 61 points for myself, 62 points for Sergio Perez, and Oscar Piastri sitting at 69 points. So, depending on penalties, we're going to obviously have to finish in front of the two of them, which I think Oscar Piastri is a little bit more realistic, but we're also going to have to finish in, I think, P6 or higher. I think P6 is where you get 8 points, and then they'd have to go scoreless. So, the odds not really in our favor, but we are going to try our very best as we head into qualifying here at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. I personally haven't raced here in quite some time. Last time I think I was here was for sure in the F123 game. I have not raced this track besides the maybe F2 finale in F124, but this is our first time in an F1 car at Abu Dhabi this season. So definitely used the practice sessions as best as I could. Now, what I noticed is our tire wear is absolutely horrible. Soft tire is definitely not an option for the race, of course, unless there's some sort of safety car, something like that. But even the medium tires, after 8 to 10 laps, we were struggling. I think this lap 50% is just over 30 laps. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on those medium tires, and then the hard tires will of course carry us for the rest of the way. But after our first lap in Q1, we already find ourselves in trouble. In P20, we finished the lap 6/10 above our previous lap, and that just squeezes us in to P15. So not a great start, because Oscar Piastri is in P5 right now, Sergio Perez in P9, and we are just on the border of elimination, just edging out Valtteri Bottas by a few tenths of a second, I believe, there. And into Q2, same story. We're right at the bottom once again. Oscar Piastri in P9, Sergio Perez in P7. So if it's looking like if we want to overtake them, we're gonna have to do it on track, unless we can have a really good Q2 here and then maybe get really lucky in Q3. But here we go for our final flyer in Q2. We're at the bottom once again, sitting behind Ocon, Albon, Tsunoda, Gasly, literally everyone who's still on track right now. We did have a little bit of a slip up through turn 1, so we did get a big jump just through the first turn. We're gonna have to improve by over a second if we want to even get into Q3. Go a little bit deep through turn 4, approaching that DRS activation point. Turn that on. 4 tenths, or nearly 4 tenths of a second. We are gaining. If we can keep this up, I think we've got a slight chance of getting into Q3. But my nemesis corner, I call it my nemesis corner because every single game that I've played in F120 or in F1, I've never done well at that corner. We do actually get a little bit of a advantage over that previous lap. I gain a little bit of time, but we're starting to slow down a bit as we head through turn 7. I apologize in advance. I think throughout the entirety of the race, I called it turn 12, but it's turn 7, so don't roast me in the comments. But we have now gained a second over that previous lap. Will it be enough, though? As we round the final corner to get into Q3, we cross the line, and it's only going to be a P14. So we're going to have to hope for some penalties here if we want to move up at least a little bit. But let's get into the race, and we got to throw a Hail Mary if we want to win P7 in the championship. Oscar Piastri will be starting in P6. Sergio Perez, a little bit more realistic to overtake in the championship and on track, starting in P9. All right, we got a big season finale race upon our hands here. Good news and bad news. So almost everyone on the grid has suffered an engine penalty. So we qualified P14 And we find ourselves starting in P6. Now, I don't even think this happened in F123 because I did 10 race seasons in the F123 career mode, and I did not experience this many of the other drivers getting engine penalties constantly. I mean, it is to our benefit, but it's not very realistic, and I mean, I hope that they fix it, but I highly doubt that they will. I doubt they even know that this problem exists, to be completely honest. But the bad news was that Sergio Perez did not get an engine penalty, so he is starting in P2 alongside Max Verstappen on the front row. Norris did qualify pole, I believe. If not, he was P2, and he gets a 5-place grid penalty, so very unfortunate for him. Now, if we can get a good start here, we might be able to jump Norris and Leclerc possibly going down to turn 1. I don't think we'll get near Alonso and Perez, and then obviously the pace is not really there for us. And the tires this weekend, man, holy cow, not great. We just get extreme wear very quickly, so I won't be surprised if our pace just falls off the map. Maybe 6-7 laps into this race. That's usually how many laps I would do in the practice sessions, and the tire wear very, very high. I'm hoping the other drivers do suffer a similar issue to this, but we're all getting lined up here. Lando Norris in front of us. We've got George Russell behind us in the Mercedes. Esteban Ocon in P8, which we probably will be racing him, but let's get on the grid here. Let's get this finale on the road. Alright, here we go for the season finale in our F1 24 driver career mode. We got 5 red lights, and this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is underway, and we're going to get a good start. We're actually going to jump Lando right away going into turn 1. Leclerc gets that good start as well, so we're not able to jump him. We go wide through turn 1. Alonso, Leclerc side by side. Perez not able to overtake Max Verstappen going down to turn 1. We're going to have to use our battery very consciously here, and see if we can just dive down the inside of Fernando Alonso and get updated to P4. Turn on that battery now because the train is going to start. Right now it's just a slipstream train, but once the next lap starts, it is going to be a DRS train. So we got to open up that battery management menu and just try to manage this P4 as best as we can. Hope Perez has some issues or something. Leclerc, hopefully he's aggressive with Perez. Maybe they get into an incident, and maybe we can pass Sergio Perez. All we have to do to pass Sergio Perez in this Drivers' Championship is just finish ahead of him. But given that he's in P2, not a easy feat for us. The front runners have already broken ahead. DRS is going to get activated here. Alonso, he's got DRS. Norris has got DRS. We got to save our battery. We're not really racing them, to be honest, or at least in terms of the car that we have, we are not racing them. I would like to be racing them at some point, but today might not be the day, and Alonso a little bit slow. I think we touched his rear tire a little bit, and we are going to get DRS this time, but we're too slow out of the exit as George Russell now goes for the overtake, and we're going to try and send it down the inside of turn 10, I believe this is. The long left-hander, just steady on the throttle, etch George Russell out. Keep that P6. I would like to finish in the points. That would be ideal. At least we could say we did something to try and get past Sergio Perez, but it looks like he's already ran away with it, so I don't know. We just we gotta hope and pray that something happens up at between the top 3 drivers if we want any hopes of claiming that P8 in the championship. George Russell now getting a move. We're already dropping behind. We do not have the pace to keep up with these guys in front of us. We got really lucky with that start to get past Norris and Alonso for a little bit, but the true pace now starting to show. My nemesis corner in this entire game is not helping me whatsoever. Ocon right behind us now, so Ocon is someone we should be racing here, so we're gonna try and keep him behind us, and hopefully Norris, Alonso, Russell, they keep fighting, and then traffic starts to form here. I'm not the one leading this traffic jam at the moment. Crap, Ocon gets the DRS. We fall out of DRS range of Russell. Ocon is going to get past. We will get DRS, though, on Esteban Ocon here, I think. I think there's 2 DRS markers. Yeah, there's one right there, so we are going to get DRS. He won't have... Oh, what? He gets DRS? How does he get within a second of the drivers ahead? What the hell? Okay, so now we're out of battery. That is not good. We're, like, going maximum pace right now, barely able to keep up with the front runners. which is not a good sign at all. Oscar Piastri, I think, is behind us, so that is a good thing, but we won't even get enough points to outscore him if we finish in P8 where we are right now. I think we'd have to get at least up to P6 or P5 if we want to pass Oscar Piastri. But we're going to be going for the move on Esteban Ocon here. We've charged up that battery. We've been behind him for the last few laps. I did try to overtake him a few laps ago at this corner here, but he just ended up getting DRS on me again and overtaking. So we're going to have to be a little bit smarter, trying to get a move done that will actually stick. And I think I fell too far back there through the chicane. I can use a little bit of battery, but I'm just going to stick a little bit close to that for now. Granny Joe in the Sauber is really keeping up with us right now. He almost overtook me down the straight also a few laps ago, but we did manage to get that spot back. Nothing to see, really. But this is something to see here as we are battling Esteban Ocon. He's really just parking a bus on us right now, making it very difficult for us to get a move done, to get around him, and make it stick, especially with the help of DRS. Not to my benefit right now, because he's really utilizing that. He is pretty much on equal pace with us so far in this race. Now we're going to use that battery. We are approaching the pitch window, so we would like to get into the pit before him, get a little bit of an advantage. And this is the closest I think we've been to him in the last few laps. So I think we're going to go for a move here. We're not going to get him down into the chicane. We're going to have to get him into, I guess, the roundabout corner, we'll call it. I believe that is turn 10 or 12. I don't know, man. But here we go. We're going to get DRS. Granny Joe's right there with us. It's about equal gapping between the three of us. And again, we're not going to overtake him here. We're just going to maybe give him a little bit of a scare, make him go on defense, get a better line going into the chicane. It's got to be really tight through that corner, and then push through here, turn on that battery. Oh, we got some wheel spin out of the corner again, and we fall back. We couldn't get him, though, so let's keep the battery on and go for a move down the inside. We got to go really tight around the corner. We're side by side, and I think we're going to get past him here, giving him lots of space. No, he's still right there. I can see him filling up my mirrors. And we got to be careful here not to make contact. We're giving him lots of space. Still going side by side with Esteban Ocon. And we're able to get out in front, finally get the move done. And I think we got just enough battery to try and defend him down the next straight. Now, we're going to have to get a gap between them very quickly. We're going to have to move quickly. And hopefully Granny Joe can interfere with Esteban Ocon a little bit just to give me some breathing space. Esteban Ocon is going to get DRS here once again. And we're going to use that battery to defend. Just keep an eye on him. And then save some of that battery for this next straight here. Just block the middle of the road. Block the apex. Oh crap, we go deep into the chicane. I hear a little bit of contact behind me. That could help us. I think Esteban Ocon had a run-in with Granny Joe. Now he's literally kissing my rear diffuser. And we're using that battery to defend. Just got to defend the inside here. He's going to try and go around the outside. And we're going to do the same thing that we did on the previous lap. I think Granny Joe now is getting more involved because we're holding up Esteban Ocon. Oh, and Granny Joe overtakes Esteban Ocon. But I don't think that'll last for long, though. I'm very surprised that the Saubers and Granny Joe is able to keep up here. He's in this battle for P7. But I think what we're going to do, if Mark doesn't call us in... Okay, never mind. He's calling us in, so... that is fine. We're going to box this lap because these tires are gone. I actually want to see what the wear is on them right now. Oh my lord, 50% on the rear tires. They're just howling for a change here. And Granny Joe actually might try to go down the inside. He's going side by side with us. I don't think I have the battery turned on at the moment. I got to get back to the battery management menu. Try and turn that on. If it's not... Oh my god, it's not turned on. That is not good. That did not put us in a good spot here. As Granny Joe is literally trying to scramble his way past. Esteban Ocon is there. Lewis Hamilton has joined this fight now as well. And we are just holding this P7 with everything we got. I think someone went to pit actually, so that might have been Lewis Hamilton. He might have came out of the pits and joined us just at the wrong time. And Granny Joe once again now trying to go for the move. He's got the inside line this time. But we're going to go around the outside, try and stay out in front of him side by side with Granny Joe. We just get a lot more traction through the corner. And we're going to get first dibs at the pit, it seems, which is really good. We don't want to get caught in all that traffic. We're holding up like 5 cars there. Not really helping any of their races, but they are going to get past me now, at least a few of them, as we dive into the pits here. And hopefully they don't get a penalty. Okay, we're good. Let's see. We got Ocon. Oh, actually, none of them stayed out. Who stayed out? I'm kind of confused. Oh, I think Grady Joe stayed out for another lap because Bottas is pitting right now. Come on, guys. No mistakes, please. Nice. Let's go. After a long season, I think we've had 4 races this season. 3 for sure, where we had a pit error and didn't help us in our race. And the second half of the season, the team has definitely fixed their act up in terms of pit execution. And less mistakes are being made, and now we come out in P15 behind Nico Hulkenberg. So now I guess we're just trying to finish in the points here, score some points. Hopefully Sergio Perez has something happen to him. Still waiting for a safety car. I haven't had a safety car in a race in a long time, now that I think about it. We had a red flag, I think, in Singapore, but no safety cars as of recent times. Logan Sargent out of the session now as well. No safety cars still. Where are the safety cars, man? Lewis Hamilton helped us out as much as he can, but he's off into the distance now. And Carlos Sainz and Lance Stroll are rapidly approaching us here. So I've saved up quite a bit of battery just to go on defense, and that is not a good exit out of turn 6, turn 5. But Lewis Hamilton has rode off into the distance. Now we got Lance Stroll behind us, who could be potentially replacing next season, as apparently Aston Martin is going through some driver struggles and rumors within the silly market. So maybe Lance Stroll has had enough of his father, or more likely Fernando Alonso has just had enough of being in a poor performing car, not up to his expectations. He wants to be in a championship winning car, and I don't think Aston Martin is or has been doing that this season. They definitely haven't. But Lance Stroll behind us. Carlos Sainz is right there as well. Lance Stroll actually did manage to overtake Carlos Sainz. It was Carlos Sainz behind me for quite a time, and now Lance Stroll appears to be right behind me, and they will have DRS on this upcoming lap. So we're going to have to charge up a little bit more battery, I think. We want to defend it through both of the straights on this next lap. Oh crap, we go wide through the final corner. That is not good. We just got to put up some defense here. Now we're turning on the battery a little bit early. I wanted to charge it up. And Lance Stroll trying to go around the outside through turn 1, not able to do so. We're going to hold him off for a little longer through the S section here. And let's see, are they going to try and take a stab at it into turn 4? No, they are not. So we're going to have to use that battery to defend. We got only 42%. So let's turn it on right now. Accelerate out of the corner. Another poor entry out of turn 4. Or into turn 4, and another poor exit out of turn 4. And Lance Stroll, he's going to pass us here. I don't have any battery to defend him with. So now we're going to have to go on attack mode here. See if we can get Lance Stroll. I think we're pretty close to Aston Martin in terms of development. So we're going to have a stab at it here. We're definitely not going to get him down this straight. I think we're more just defending against Carlos Sainz right now, as he's rapidly approaching us, and he's going to pass us as well. No! Down to turn 12. Around the outside, Carlos Sainz is going to etch us out here. And we have fallen down into P9, so what started with the P6 is going horribly wrong for us. And now we find ourselves in the P9. Go again, now following Carlos Sainz. Lance Stroll still leading after he overtook us 2 laps ago. Carlos Sainz not able to get anything on him, but we're both going to have DRS here again, so maybe we can work together. Try and make our way up to Lance Stroll, and then let the 3 of us battle it out. We're battling with our sister team right now. Carlos Sainz, why does he look like he's going slow down the straights? He's not even gaining on Lance Stroll. What is he doing? Okay, so we might have to go for an overtake on Carlos Sainz if we want to get to Lance Stroll, because Carlos Sainz doesn't look like he's quick enough down the straight to actually catch up to Lance Stroll, or Lance Stroll is actually using that battery very efficiently to defend. We'll see here, once again following Carlos Sainz, not able to pass, no action. I feel like this whole race we've just been following someone. We were following Esteban Ocon for a while, then we were following Lewis Hamilton for a while, and now we find ourselves following Lance Stroll and Carlos Sainz. So on to lap 26. We're running out of laps here. I think we can at least get into P8 if we time it correctly. And then defend properly with a few laps left to go. But no one is able to gain on anyone. We're just stagnant here. We're at a stalemate with each other. And we're going to see here if that can change on lap 26. Through Sector 1, Carlos Sainz and the Ferrari being very slow. If we're in the Haas, able to keep up. We're going to drop that battery down to none so we can recharge it. Braking into Turn 4. And turn it back on, coming out of Turn 4. And let's see, can Carlos Sainz actually make a move this time? We're going to turn on the DRS, and we're going to keep it on. If Carlos Sainz is too slow, we're going to go for the move here. He's turning off his battery. He's going for that recharge. Oh, no, now he's going for the move on Lance Stroll. So we are going 3 wide into the chicane. And we got to be careful here that we don't get clipped. And Sainz turns on the bumper car mode, gets past Lance Stroll. And we don't have enough battery now to get past Lance. So we're going to have to hold off for now. And Carlos Sainz is able to get past him. Finally. Let's see, we're going to follow once again Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. Possibly looking to replace him next season. This would be a good time to demonstrate to Lawrence Stroll just how much better we are than his son in a worse car at the moment. And we're actually, I think he's breathtaking us right now. Let's see, we're going to get another chance here. Oh my god, he is going so slow. We're literally kissing his rear diffuser here. And we will get past him with the DRS and the battery, but he also will have DRS come this next lap. And we're going a little wide through Turn 1. We lose a little bit of time there. Carlos Sainz is starting to etch out in front. Lap 27 now. Still behind these guys. Oh no, I didn't turn on my battery. No! Oh, that is not good. No, I screwed up there. Battery mismanagement finds ourselves 7/10 behind Lance Stroll now, so we're gonna have to change that. Make sure we got everything intact. Turn on the medium, turn on the charge for now. I don't know if none actually charges it more. I guess because you're not technically using it, it goes up more. Definitely slower through Sector 3. We caught right back up to him after that battery mismanagement, and we actually touch him again. He's going so slow through Sector 3. We might not have any tires left, to be honest, but okay, this time we're gonna make sure that we turn on that battery after Turn 1 so that we can stay a little bit closer to him through Turn 4 and then get the DRS and hopefully get a move done here. Lap 28, and we're still behind Lance Stroll. Oh my god. Okay, we're a lot closer this time. We go a little bit deep into Turn 4, but I think that's fine. We just need a good exit. Turn on the battery. Wait for that DRS to get activated, and we're going to go for it here. I think we have to. Ideally, actually, no, let's turn it off. Let's turn it off. We're going to recharge it for the next thing. See if we can just dive bomb him. Down the inside, and we do get past Lance Stroll. Lots of contact. He almost T-bones us. We're able to keep control of it, though. And Lance Stroll is right there behind us, and we won't have DRS. He will have DRS, so he might actually get past us again. Oh my god. We just need to hold him enough to get around Turn 12 here without him passing. And we are going to do just that with no battery. We were able to charge it back up to 30% as we approach the last lap. So now we're just going on defense. I wouldn't worry about Carlos Sainz at this point. I don't think we're going to catch him with 1 lap left to go unless he really screws up. But it's Lance Stroll we're worried about behind us as we approach the final lap here in our rookie season in this driver career mode. Sergio Perez, unfortunately, still in this race. So is Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri is behind us, though. He's not going to score any points, but we won't be able to pass him. I think Sergio Perez will pass Oscar Piastri in this final race because Piastri is going to go scoreless here, I think, unless that's Lando Norris. But I'm pretty sure Lando Norris started in front of us at the start of this race. So Oscar Piastri will fall to P8 in this Drivers' Championship through Turn 4. Here we go. Turn on that battery for defense, and hopefully we can hold Stroll off long enough to... oh no, that is not good. No, that is not good. Stroll passes us. We're turning off the battery, but we get a good exit out of the final chicane, and Lance Stroll is charging his battery up, so we're going to have to go for a dive bomb here. And he is going on defense, but we got that inside line, so we're going to etch him out around Turn 12, and we are going to take back P8 And not bad for our final race of our rookie season. Just showing to Lawrence Stroll there, who a better driver is in worse machinery. And we almost let him pass there with that little mishap. But that's fine. Carlos Sainz, he's going to get that P7. Oh my lord, not a good final lap for us. We do get past Lance Stroll anyways. And it's a P8 for us. I will take it. I will take it. After qualifying P14, we started P6. Got a little bit unlucky. Or got a little bit lucky with our starting in P6. And then finishing P8. Lewis Hamilton, driver of the day. This was actually a title decider in the final race as Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari wins his first world championship in the 2024 season. Attaboy, Charles. Sergio Perez finished in P2, so he just made absolutely sure that he was not overtaken in the Drivers' Championship by a Haas. But again, we got P8, 4 points. Doesn't really do anything for us. Lewis Hamilton does score 8 points, but even that wouldn't be enough to overtake us. We do finish in front of a Mercedes in the Drivers' Championship and only 4 points behind the McLaren and Oscar Piastri. So overall, I'd say we had an amazing season. Now, I will say with the issue in this career mode with the engine penalties and stuff, I think this number is a little bit inflated. I'll be completely honest. I think realistically, we probably would have been in, I think, P12, not P12, P11 in front of Lance Stroll and behind a Lewis Hamilton. But there's nothing I could really do about it, honestly. I'm not going to, like, stall my car at the start to give myself a penalty. Maybe we'll look at doing something next season that kind of accounts for that. But again, P9, I will take it. And now we head to free agency. So we got some things to consider with free agency, but we lose out to Yuki Tsunoda in the overall rating race. We finished with the 81. I think Yuki Tsunoda got upgraded to an 82 with the last update, so that might have helped him out. But we're gonna finish the season just under 82. Probably after the first race next season, we will hit that 82. But to end off the season, we are at an 81 overall. With Nico Hulkenberg, we actually start gaining some recognition. We're now ahead of him, but to be honest, with free agency just around the corner, I don't know how much this will matter. We got to see what seats are available first of all, because I mean, hopefully contracts will uphold and I can't just ram myself into like a Ferrari or something like that, hypothetically. But we got our contract event coming up, so I'm not going to spend any of those until I'm 100% sure on what team I'm going to or staying with. So that is going to be it for season 1 of our Formula 1 24 driver career mode. Thank you guys so much for your support. And if you guys want to figure out what team I choose to go to or stay with next season, be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe so you know when the season 2 preseason / first race of the season is out. But until then, guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone.